Hey y'all, it's Wildcat6305 coming to you from Ike's Treehouse outside of Augusta, Georgia. Just coming to you with a channel update. First off, I came up with a name for my channel updates. Since we're at Ike's Treehouse, Eisenhower, Eisenhower Tree at the Augusta National outside of Augusta. Sticking with the Eisenhower theme, we're going to have the State of the Treehouse. Big E has the radar dish. And came up with the name State of the Treehouse. One of my buddies, Law Dog, actually came up with that idea. So was really happy about that. To give something, sticking with Eisenhower, State of the Union addresses that the president always does. So this is my first State of the Treehouse address, channel update. So I've been kind of neglecting my channel for the past couple months. We're just now getting out of the holiday season. It's been a hectic time with Thanksgiving and Christmas and having little kids and them getting sick and all that kind of stuff. So really haven't had any time to make any videos, post any videos, that type of thing. But just wanted to let you know what's going on. I'm still alive, still thinking about making videos. Don't give up on me yet. Got a request for plans of my table, which I think is really cool. So I'm going to do a video or something like that. Can't really figure out how long that's going to be, but I need to kind of make up some plans because I just have some the hand drawings that I kind of made up as I went for my plans for my table. So I need to do that and get that together. I was also asked about the oil field, the oil derricks that I had on my last video, the Pacific chessboard. Somebody asked me about that, so I need to make that video as well. And that's on my radar to go over the oil rules. And I've kind of got those most of the way done. A lot of it was just tailoring historical board gaming's Oil Wars expansion pack for Global War to A&A, which all their expansions say you can play with A&A, but they don't really allude to that because justly so everybody has so many house rules it'd be hard to tailor it. But anyway, so I got a video coming up about the Oil Wars expansion and how I tailored that to fit into just global 40. I find myself a lot kind of in between of do I want to get Global War, but then the thing that I keep coming back to time and time again is yes, that looks like an awesome game and I'd have a lot of fun with it. But I can barely find people to play Global 40 with me, much less Global War 1939, 1936. So that always kind of brings me to a screeching halt. But watch some of Sire Blood's videos. He's doing a series right now on some more of his house rules, and really been enjoying that, watching that and incorporating some of those rules into my house rules as well. One of the things that I've been kind of thinking about, with my Oil Wars rules that I've been creating, I kind of had to redo a little bit. I had to add in a lend-lease element to my house rules to make the Oil Wars rules work out right. Because obviously in Global War 1936 and 39, you have lend-lease rules. I don't have lend-lease I didn't have lend-lease in my Global 40, so I had to add lend-lease to my Global 40 game. So did that, and because of that, that's also made me revamp my technology sharing in my technology house rules. So I gotta redo that. So it's kind of the cool thing. Well, the cool thing and bad thing about this game, it's a double-edged sword. A lot of times you add a new element and it changes two other things that you thought you had down pat, but you got to change those, and then end of the day you have a much better product than what you were thinking, or a much better game to play. But yeah, those are kind of the few things I'm looking at right now. I need to do a video on my table. I've actually made another modification on my table to those plans, so that's why I've kind of held off on doing the plans for it. I made a kind of like a cribbing type thing because my dining room table is too small to fit my board, my Axis and Allies board on top of it. I've been having to put just 2x4s underneath it to hold it up so it can span the length of it. Well, over Christmas break, I actually made some cribbing for it to go underneath that table. So I need to show that too, and I figured I'd just show all that together as one. Make one video showing the cribbing, my table, and the plans. And I also came up with an idea of a storage solution for that as well, that I haven't built to date, but really I don't think it's going to take me too long. But I got to run to the hardware store to get some stuff for it and find space find space on the wall. I got an idea to where I can hang it all up in my garage, just kind of in a little corner, and got to make sure I got space in the corner that I'm thinking of doing this in. But anyway, so I want to do all that in one video for everybody and kind of show you what I did. I'm not a master woodworker at all, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there. You'll hear me say that whenever I get to making that video. You're going to hear me say that a lot, and that is what it is. No more to expound upon that. The other thing I've been wanting to do, which I've been talking about for a while and just hadn't gotten around to it, but I want to make some like introductory Axis and Allies videos. I was just kind of getting around to doing that, and then Young Grasshopper redid his whole channel, and he said he was going to be making introductory videos, and I'm like, well, I want to back off. I don't want to be making introductory videos if Young Grasshopper's making introductory videos. I don't want to be copying content, or be putting the same content out there again. Or feel like I'm copying what he's doing. So he's kind of had some time to do some stuff, and I feel like he may do what I had in mind, but I feel like he's kind of going a different direction than what I was kind of planning, which is good, nothing wrong with that, but just kind of brings that back into plan. So I want to do some kind of introductory, just kind of simple, show the mechanics, what are the things, show the things that I show new players when they come and play. So then that way, hopefully, this game takes so long. Hopefully, if I can have a video showing the simple mechanics, then before somebody comes over and play, I can say, "Hey, go watch this video," and then that way they can be up to speed on at least the mechanics. I kind of took a small hiatus from working on my oil rules. It was right after I did that video. Kind of took a hiatus from Axis and Allies and decided to go back to Catan and start working on some of the, for lack of a better term, house rules, but some of the modifications that I was making to Catan, because not necessarily, now don't get me wrong, I'm not changing Catan, I'm not making a bunch of house rules for Catan. What I've been doing with Catan is, you have multiple expansions, Cities and Knights, Seafarers, Traders and Barbarians, Explorers and Pirates. What I've been trying to do is the Traders and Barbarians and Cities and Knights, making a combination of that, making a version of, really just kind of pounding out some house rules for that. Those rules are available online if you go to the Catan website, and but they only combine this one A and B, but then or B and C, but not A, B, C. So I've been kind of working on what I'm calling Catan Traders and Barbarians Ultimate Cities and Knights, which is Cities and Knights and all the Traders and Barbarians scenarios and campaigns thrown in together. To me, I think it's really cool. Of course, as an A and A player, I'm used to multiple strategies, depth, to it, and it adds a lot of depth, it adds a lot of layers to Catan, and really kind of excited about that. There's it's not 100% I made it up, because that is available out on parts of it is available to on the Catan website, but I'm adding the cities and nights element into it as well to make one, and the biggest thing, I've taken what I've learned with Axis and Allies here lately and applied it to Catan, to my house ruling, my combining scenarios to Catan, and learned game aids are huge, and even if it's just something like a simple Excel sheet that I make, a little spreadsheet that I can make, that just has stuff listed out, that makes it work without having game aids. When you're combining all these multiple scenarios of Catan, it gets really hectic. So I know that was packing a lot of information in there, covering Axis and Allies and Catan, and I got multiple videos on the horizon that I want to make. But like I said, I felt like I owe a channel update, and really, feel like I've been neglecting my channel here lately. But I just kind of wanted to put something out there, let you know I'm still working on some stuff, and don't know exactly which one I'll do first. It kind of depends on whether if I'm able to set up my board or work on a project in the garage or not to finish out. Kind of depends on, like I said, timing, what I'm able to set up and work on. But that was my update, and I hope to get some more videos out soon. Thanks.